So, who wants to start?
Come to me.
Mamushka! Mamushka! He comes with one mushka! With a hey, 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 hey.
Do it again.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to build your online presence. Want to upset the Twitter spags? Just tell them you prefer a character that's been established for what will be next year 60 years over a one-panel comic version from 90 years ago. Or I thought you might have to be at least discussing Star Wars, Marvel or DC to really fire people up. But no, there are weirdos so ready to jump on any argument to go into battle with their imaginary enemy that even a tweet on the preference of Gomez sends morons into a rage of abuse. I never realised there were so many crack whore mums bringing up children whose brains never develop properly. But what's truly amazing is that for some people, the idea of an opinion, banter or a fun conversation now has no place on Twitter. There is only right or wrong, and they're always right and you're always wrong.
Roger. Well, Gene, that's where you and I disagree.
And as for proof, let me present the latest outrage on my Twitter feed. Mr. Gomez Addams. Yes. Yes, Gomez is the problem. I miss you, Craig, last great Tonight Show host. In case you don't know, the just finished first season of the new show Wednesday, which is a show about little Wednesday Addams being a teenager, the show has cast Luis Guzman as Gomez Addams. Now, since 1964, yes, amazingly, we're on the eve of the 60th anniversary. Since 1964, Gomez has been played as a suave, romantic, golf club swinging, passionate, cigar smoking, hot-blooded lover who liked to speak in French, even when it wasn't French.
Now the bullfrog, Tish. That bullfrog, it drives me wild.
Originally played by John Aston, who was friggin' incredible and did a fantastic job at mixing all the craziness and passion into one character. John even had a say in the name choice, going with Gomez. He, with Carolyn Jones playing Morticia, really set the tone for the Addams family. In fact, the TV production worked with the original cartoon creator, Charles Addams, to develop the characters, as in the original one-panel cartoon, the family didn't have any backstory, full personalities, or even names. So it's pretty safe to say the Gomez we know today started here in 1964 under Charles Addams' direction. The 30-minute television series was responsible for taking the unnamed characters in the single-panel gag cartoons and giving them names, backstories, and a household setting. Original cartoonist Addams gave each character a name.
Oh, Gomez, that was so masterful.
And description for the first time. A description for the first time for the 1964 show. That's interesting, isn't it? Remember that? In the 90s, Raul Julia was cast for 2 movies that continued on with the original creator's live-action ideas. Again, Gomez was someone you could actually believe could actually bed Morticia. Tim Curry played Gomez in a 3rd film, which was meant to launch a new TV series called Addams Family Reunion. I've never seen it, and from what I've heard, that's a good thing. The new show decided to go in a different direction and cast Luis Guzman as Gomez Addams, which is an odd choice.
Querida mía.
Enough.
Now, I like Luis Guzman. He's a talented guy. And he was in Crocodile Dundee, Boogie Nights and Snake Eyes, so what's not to like? He was also in Beverly Hills, Chihuahua and The Adventures of Pluto Nash, so you could say it's been a very large and varied career. But Gomez Addams, partner to Morticia, that's some bad casting.
Would you like to see what I've done with the guest room?
Delighted. Though it may give me a twinge. Yes, a man so seldom gets the wife he deserves.
En garde, Monsieur Soleil.
Last night you were unhinged. You were like some desperate, howling demon. You frightened me. Do it again.
Plus, he's old enough to be Wednesday's grandfather. One of these things is not like the other. His character is flat, he has no charm, and the chemistry with Catherine Zeta-Jones is non-existent. Plus, he looks like shit. That's going to upset a lot of people, because I've realised that any mention of appearance brings out a lot of projection from the lunatics. They like to think that appearance isn't important in a visual medium, and that we should celebrate everyone, and that anyone should be able to play any role. I'd like to think that 2 people playing a couple should somewhat look like they could have sex with each other without vomiting. So I posted this. Is this the worst character downgrade of all time? Charming? Handsome? What the f***?
It's called being accurate to the original comic, you dumb f***.
Who knew there was such passion for a single panel comic strip of unnamed characters that was featured in the New Yorker from 1938? Or they're just so desperate to have a little ego boost in their sad, pathetic lives that they'll jump to any opportunity to, well, I'm not quite sure, maybe grandstand to the other Addams family purists?
Gomez, darling, that's it. See how it captures your inner dynamics, your sense of destiny, your divine fire.
By George, you're right. It is the real me.
Not for 1 second do I think these twitards are actual fans of the original comic, nor do I think they know what the New Yorker is. Let's take a minute to lift the mood and talk about something that can literally change your life forever. Now I know what it's like, dreaming of being your own boss, but feeling like things are holding you back. Feeling like it's too hard to get that idea moving, but it's time to stop dreaming. It's time to get moving on those big ideas. Look professional and successful with an awesome looking website from Squarespace. A website that you can quickly and, more importantly, easily customize to make your great idea look its best and get it out to the world. And unlike hiring a web designer who will cost a fortune and take weeks, if not months, to deliver, you can literally have your website up and running today. Just sign up for a free trial, choose one of their professionally designed templates, make it look great with photo galleries, portfolios, and eye-catching video backgrounds, and that's it. You're ready to go. They can even help you grow your social media reach, which is essential for any business today. Squarespace even provides a members area where you can monetize your content right on your own website. That's money straight in your pocket, my friend. Start growing that idea today so you can be your own boss tomorrow with Squarespace. I did, and I'm never looking back. Got my own Interceptor. Go to squarespace.com/robothead and try Squarespace for free. And then when you're ready to take off, use the code ROBOTHEAD and you will get 10% off your first purchase. See the link in the description. Go on, get over to Squarespace today. I'm coming, world!
Oh, how we miss those accusing eyes and youthful sneer.
So I better just back that up for a second. I keep forgetting to say, in my opinion, every 30 seconds to reassure the spags out there that these are my opinions. I mean, seeing as this is my channel, I'm speaking, you would think it'd be pretty obvious it's my opinion. Same on Twitter.
Remember, bitch, you clicked on my face.
But for some reason, a lot of the soft-handed people out there think there is some other option to having an opinion when talking about creative fields and art. They seem to think there is some scientific element to discussing TV and movies that includes only facts that raise above opinions. That's why there's a constant stream of idiotic comments like, "That's only your opinion." Yes, they're all opinions, genius. That's what we do on YouTube. That's what reviewers have done since, well, shit, since the first cave drawings.
And that's the cliche, Gene. That's a cliche.
Not the way she plays it. Not the way she plays it.
Just all by the numbers.
Not the way she plays it. She's good. Tell me she's not good.
She's okay.
We can include objective facts like Guzman was cast in the show. Yes, he was, but that doesn't make a very interesting conversation, does it?
Or how about the time when I was born and I came out of the vagina?
Now, was casting Louis Guzman a good idea? Well, there's no facts in that discussion, just opinions, but that's a lot more interesting. You think it would be, but no. No to the tweet-tards with minimal brain cells. They don't understand the joy of discussion and sharing opinions. They only know what their parents taught them. Angry, shouty abuse.
That's because you're just saying apes and a woman are there and they look pretty. That's what you're saying.
I think I would have found a more elegant way to phrase it, but nevertheless.
Please actually look at the source material before you bitch. Isn't that lovely? Yes, many people wanted to point out that Gomez's look was more like the one-panel cartoon strip of the no-named character, and not the fleshed-out live-action version who the original creator Charles Addams created as Gomez. Besides it being a simple fact of what they chose to do, who cares? The rest of the show, the whole aesthetic, and all the personalities were taken from the original show and following movies. You know, the Addams family that people know and like. Look at Wednesday. She didn't look too much like the original cartoon. They didn't get an actress that looks like a toe. When I pointed this out about Wednesday, one twithard actually said I cherry-picked an image of Wednesday dressed up and with makeup on, as if the rest of the time she was walking around looking like this. But my favourite part of the idiotic exchange was how easily the angry Twitter freaks were shown to be so full of crap. So a lot of these same people screaming respect the source material like to make fun of anyone who had any connection to any historic character. Take the lovely Loza. Loza started with, please actually look at the source material before you bitch. Loza was too stupid to know that the 1964 show was really the source of the modern show. Loza was also too stupid to realize that the source inspiration had zero to do with my judgment. I was comparing what I was watching to what I'd seen in the past. Loza was too stupid to have her gotcha be on topic. I mean, if we are to go by Loza's incredible comment, Star Wars should look like this, and stormtroopers should be carrying lightsabers. And don't you dare say you're a fan of Yoda, unless you like the original Blue Smurf concept. Respect the source, bitch. But there was some great suggestions back to Loza. Ty suggested going back to the original Batman design, because, you know, respect the source. Super Good Pixel was interested on Loza's take on the original Starbuck and Nick Fury, while the receipt-keeping data racer was very interested in Loza's change of heart. You see, as part of Loza's obsession with pop culture YouTubers, Loza likes to go out of her way to poke fun at people who point to the original character incarnations as their preference. Loza joins in the criticism as if it's directed at them, you know, like a lunatic. Not only was its comment rude, ill-informed, and plainly stupid, it was also highly hypocritical. All of a sudden, source material matters. LOL.
Are you referring specifically to me, or are you creating a straw man out of me? He should stop projecting other people onto me. LOL.
No, Loza, there is no straw man, no projection, just Data Racer and his receipts. But you do have to feel for Loza. They've had a bad week. The Hogwarts game was a huge success.
Well, chuds are gonna be obnoxious the next few days.
Loza's talking about other people being obnoxious. That's rich. Elon Musk was still successful.
Yeah, nah, still a whiny bitch.
And other people online had opinions that made it mad. It's quite amazing how much these whack jobs obsess over people they hate. Its whole sad timeline is dedicated to scary YouTubers. So I'm guessing Loza is going to get very excited that they've been mentioned in a video. All that craving of attention, it's going to be quite the thrill. Oh no, Loza thinks I'm an idiot.
LMAO, so Possum Reviews follows an idiot and had to defend his honour.
All because of my preference for Gomez. How stable. Pretty sure Possum Reviews probably doesn't ever think about my honour. Probably just doesn't like fucking idiotic takes.